It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Okay, basketball fans, with me, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson. You're watching 2K Sports, but you know that already. Tonight, we'll be watching the Houston Rockets playing against the Utah Jazz.
The Utah Jazz have a Western Conference contest on their hands. Well, Kevin, David, you're right. It takes a toll. Thank you. And right around this time of the year, some teams spending long stretches on the road. Chris, that's difficult. It's got to be tough, I would assume, for players to deal with that, teams to deal with that.
It does get tough. Long road trips, travel, you're staying home from your family, you haven't seen your family and your friends. But I tell you what it does as a team. Coaches love it because it builds camaraderie, it builds chemistry. Now you have time to go to the movies and hang out with guys on your team at a restaurant or just hanging out. And what does that do? It brings you a little bit closer together because now you're building a relationship that's not based on basketball. These long road trips allow you to be together, to get to understand and know each other in ways maybe you haven't before. And believe me, there's been many times on the court I've joked with a guy on my team about something that had nothing to do with the game, and it brought us to even play harder because we had an inside joke about something else. Who wouldn't want to play with their friends, right? Who wouldn't want their friends to challenge them? And that's the type of relationships you build on these long road trips.
Here's the starting group for Houston. Beverly and Harden are the 1 and the 2. C.J. Miles is out there with Olynyk, and it's Capella in at the 5. Beverly dishes to Capella, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And the 6'11" Clint Capella, just a phenomenal athlete. The mobility at that center spot is something really so crucial in today's game where every team is looking to expose big men on the perimeter.
First one at the line is good. And Capella grew up in Switzerland playing soccer. A striker. Part of why he's so quick on his feet.
I mean, reminiscent of another soccer-playing center in Rockets history, the great Hall of Famer Hakeem Olajuwon. Capella, you know, he's a long way from that, but anchoring a 60-win team at age 23, that's one heck of a start.
And Clint Capella, born in Switzerland, his mother immigrating from the Congo. Growing up poor, Clint lived in a welfare orphanage from age 6 up to 13. I mean, those were tough times, but he said it helped prepare him for where he is now.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Over to the left wing. And Beverly kicks to Harden. Six to shoot. Here's Beverly. Oh, that's blocked. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. The shot's good. And Chris, when growing up, Capella lived in 2 different group homes. He said the first one taught him life skills. And he said the second one motivated him to get out of there.
He compared it to living in a prison. He desperately wanted to return home. Can you imagine that? So he worked to be, in his words, perfect from his studies to his conduct, all while fighting off bullies. After 1 year, he returned home, and he continues to pursue perfection in his craft to this day.
Bridges kicks to Noel. Dishes it to Bridges. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And he's got his first free throw of the game.
And, you know, guys, he had a big game at the free throw line in their last outing.
The first free throw is good.
Well, Kevin, the Western Conference Finals, I mean, the Rockets had the Warriors right where they wanted them. But due to the injury of Chris Paul, I mean, they helped open the door for the Dubs, but you got to play who's in front of you, and they won the last 2 games to take the series.
Capella, the pass to Olynyk. The good-looking shot from the wing.
Wow, you can't leave him open. Olynyk will knock it down every time.
And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. And had they advanced to the finals, Chris, the Rockets would have been favored. Is it hard to bounce back when you felt so close to winning a title?
It can haunt you, but it also inspires you. Because you know there's things you can work on and you can get right back. I mean, winning a title this year should go a long way towards soothing that pain.
Now here's Harden. He's guarded closely. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Releases. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Payton against Beverly. Payton with the ball. No points in the game yet for him. He kicks to Bridges. Another miss by Utah. For Houston, they've gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start for them. Olynyk in the corner. Harden scanning the floor. Unable to get that one. The Jazz go the other way with it. They won their last game against the Rockets in Houston.
And the previous meeting was a win for them and a huge day for the bench. The reserves really stepped it up with their scoring.
The spark those guys gave them was massive. I mean, you always love seeing points off the bench.
And Noel kicks to Patterson. Payton outside. Patterson passes to Simons. Goes up again. Rebound by Olynyk.
His percentage from the field is not very strong this quarter.
Harden outside. Right wing. Now here's Beverly. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game.
Strong finish by Olynyk. I mean, he's gotten stronger, and you can see that.
Utah trailing here. Here's Simons. Trying to end the drought, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. The Jazz have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
Not really where you'd like to be as a team in terms of free throw shooting, just about 73%.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Houston's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And Beverly kicks to Harden. Bridges against Miles. Back to Harden. Fires the 3. For the 3. Good on the three-point shot. Harden's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
You can count on Olynyk to move the ball quickly when he spots an open teammate, and that feed was phenomenal.
Back to Noel. He dishes it to Bridges. Pass to Simons. 6 to shoot. Over Harden. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
And out of rhythm offensively, but he continues to work at it.
I mean, the truth is, if you play long enough, sometimes you're going to have a bad quarter, even a bad game. I doubt that this shakes his confidence.
Simons, the pass to Bridges. Kicks to Patterson. And there's the pass to Bridges. Connects, the jumper drops. Bridges has got 7.
And that's what you give up when you don't fight over the screen.
A lot of times your defense is your offense is your defense. This is poor decision making right here. Can't let him have that shot. Also might have been a lack of effort.
Harden finds Capella. You played, C-Web, for a number of different teams. How did you personally measure an organization's quality?
It starts at the top. It's the commitment to winning. It's the little things. It's caring for players, everyone else there on the staff as people first. And then also setting the tone. letting people know that we're a winning organization. You know, I've been to some organization, and the word winning has never come up from the top brass, if you can believe it or not. So you know who wants to win. You see the intensity on the owner's face. You see the intensity on everyone's face as well, and you can tell by that passion whose foxhole you're in.
Gordon dishes the land. Pass to Crawford. Shoots it up. Here's Capella, and he drops in the layup off the glass. He has 7.
And the massive wingspan of Capella, I mean, excels at using it to gobble up misses at a high rate.
And a first time out of the game called for Utah. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with San Antonio.
And their defense practically non-existent in that one. Just gave up far too many easy shots.
Well, their opponents ran some pretty good sets, too. I mean, let's be honest, creating some nice open looks.
And take a look here at the numbers for Clint Capella. He's one of the standouts over the last month. 4th in field goal percentage, and he's an elite glass eater, a factor inside among the top 10 in rebounds per game.
And yeah, he's such an efficient scorer, understands the offense, moves without the ball so well. That's why he's top 5 in field goal percentage. Leave kicks to Arthur. Now, here's Sexton. Guarded by Len. Got a hand on it. Johnson outside. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And a brief look while we had the chance of a few of the hottest big men in the NBN. The leaders among centers and power forwards in field goal percentage during the last month. The 4th spot held by Clint Capella.
And it's one thing to be able to create high-quality shots for yourself, but you still have to finish. And there's no doubt all those guys can do both.
Yeah, Greg, this is a dependable group of low-post scorers. They have incredible touch from close range.
And the versatility Johnson offers, it can't be forgotten. I mean, this is a guy that can play 3 to 4 positions, a lights-out shooter who also has that clutch gene.
Now Arthur. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Here's Johnson. And Wagner pulls it down.
That's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
Well, that takes physical ability, good timing, those 2 things that he possessed.
Here's Sexton. Len grabs the board.
Defensively, they could have done better. That's an open look he'd like to have back.
Now here's Gordon. Tight defense on him. There's Crawford with the 3. The shot will not fall. Now the Jazz take it the other way. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Arthur, and the dunk by Arthur.
Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
Rockets leading by 4. And here's Gordon. 23 points for him the last game against the Timberwolves in Minneapolis. There's Crawford with the 3. Utah with the rebound. Arthur with it. Here's Leaf. Plays it up and banks it in. And now just a 2-point Houston lead.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Capella kicks to Johnson. To the inside. Knocks it loose. And stolen by Sexton. Passes it to Arthur. Nice ball movement by Utah. The shot's good from Bayless.
Their interior has been inferior defensively. It has got to tighten up.
Houston's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Pass to Len. He kicks to Johnson. There's Crawford with the 3. And the 3 ball is good.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Bayless the pass to Arthur. Puts up a three. Good on the triple. Arthur's got the game tied up here for the Jazz.
Well, okay. We got a nice little back and forth going here.
And I love it, Greg. Both sides inflicting damage from the perimeter. We'll see how the defense is adjusting.
Back to Gordon. Crawford outside. And stolen by Sexton. High, arcing shot, and Bayless with the basket. The assist by Sexton. Bayless has got 6.
Oh, great ball movement there.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. One kicks to Gordon. Unloads. But they recover it. 12 seconds left here in the opening quarter. 5 on the clock. Second shot opportunity. Johnson can't get it to go. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Jazz out in front as they end the first quarter with a big 11-3 run. Live from Vivint Smart Home Arena. Now a chance to hear shooting guard Eric Gordon talk about it.
It's all about not making mistakes.
And right nowadays, it's all about pushing the pace.
And it's an offensive-oriented league now. When you execute and really look to attack, it puts the opposition on their heels.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And guys, from what we've been watching with the Jazz, what are you guys seeing out there?
Just playing suffocating defense. That's been the difference here for them.
And really, for the whole first quarter, they've maintained their intensity. Let's see how long they can sustain it.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Taking a look at the Rockets, we've got Crawford, Ryan Anderson out there with Len, then there's Johnson, and it's Gordon in at the 2-guard spot. Crawford finds Gordon. The pass to Anderson. Shot from the wing. Arthur grabs the board. Utah leading. And Ryan Anderson out of UC Berkeley entering his second decade in the NBA.
I mean, he's one of the guys that kind of helped popularize the volume three-point shooting big man. He enters the back 9 of his career, and he's becoming a bit more of a defensive liability, but that stroke is as pure as ever.
Johnson, the pass to Crawford. Over Wagner. Here's Len. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
And you just hate to give up those second chance points.
It can be discouraging, frustrating, but you only have yourself to blame. Clock's out.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. James Harden, he's checked in for Houston. Lead as the free throw drops for him. NBA offenses have always been complex and they always are evolving, but C-Web, the movement and precision now seems to be at another level. Would you agree?
You know what, Kev, I disagree a little bit with that. You know, having played in different teams with some complex offenses, it's still all the basics. You still have the old flex offense, and that's nothing but what Utah, Karl Malone and John Stockton used some 20 years ago. You still have triangle principles, which is what Jordan and Pippen used some 20, 25 years ago. And if you really want to go back to the Bob Cousy days when he played with Bill Russell, you still have a lot of throwing it into the post and cutting off of it. I think the players have evolved and the players' skill sets are better. But as far as offensive sense, I don't see that much has changed, except how do you execute them, and can you execute them with having the right position players with the correct skill set on the floor at the time that you're calling the play.
I love your honest appraisal. Jazz passing it around. Now here's Beverly. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. The Rockets with another miss.
A really tough night for him offensively. I mean, I wonder what the score would be if he wasn't so cold from the field.
A nice shot by Simon.
And they repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Harden outside. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Noel against Len. Houston needs to get a shot off. Fires the three. Again, the miss by Harden.
No three-pointers for him in the second quarter yet, but he did have one in the first.
Or the three. They grabbed their own miss. Chalk up two there. And now a three-point Jazz lead.
Love the grit on the offensive glass. Those are just effort points.
From deep. And it's Noel with the rebound. Noel's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
It's clear this just isn't his night. I mean, if they're going to keep him on the floor, I think his best role would be to be a decoy.
No good on that one. And it's Houston the other way, coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
Well, listen, I've seen worse performances offensively, but no doubt that group was inconsistent.
They would look like they had to figure out to take a couple bad shots and be right back to where they started.
Here's Len, and the rejection by Noel. Bayless deciding where to go with it. Kicks it to Bridges. Pass to Patterson. Now Bayless. Anderson with the block. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. The Jazz making a switch here. Payton's checked in. And a change for the Rockets. Kelly Olynyk checked in for Alex Len. Rockets trail by 3. And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets.
And when you take a look at that shot chart, the amount of misses lately, really unbelievable.
Man, this is a joke. Right? I mean, there have been some glimpses of hope, but they've been few and far between.
Checking out the stats for Beverly. His last 10 games, he's around 6 points per game, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. And clearly, he's having a tough stretch here. But it's all about how you respond to the adversity. That'll be key.
Yeah, but we'll see if he has the mental toughness to turn it around. If not, they've got a few other guys ready to step up and start stealing some of those minutes.
Payton kicks to Bridges. Patterson against Anderson. Shoots from the right block. And the nice bucket inside from Patterson. Patterson's got his first bucket in this one. And so Beverly will bring it up for Houston. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. There's the foul. It's on Patrick Patterson. That is his first foul of the game. C.J. Miles. He's checked in for Eric Gordon. Olynyk finds Harden. Over in the corner, Beverly. Knocks it loose. And stolen by Patterson. And the Jazz can't hang on to the ball. Rockets trail by 5. Here is Miles. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. On the shot clock. On the wing, Harden. The end of the drought. And the 3 ball is good. Harden's got 6.
He's taken 5 shots this quarter and only hit 1. I mean, you got to say, ouch.
Beverly against Payton. And it's Bridges at the elbow. Scored the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Up top, Miles, covered by Payton. Miles against Peyton. And Miles kicks to Harden. From deep three-point range, Utah with the rebound.
And extending the D there, putting a lot of pressure on the shooter.
Yeah, because you're spread out. It can be difficult to contest these shots, but not for him.
Peyton dishes to Bridges. Passes to Noel. Jazz passing it around. Back to Patterson. No good on the three. Rockets trail by 4. So the wing on the left. Beverly, the pass to Harden. And he converts the layup. He's got 8.
Amazing feel for scoring on the interior. I mean, Harden, he's excellent at mixing it up.
Here's Simons. 26 points for him last game against San Antonio.
And that didn't come at the cost of his defense. In fact, I think it fed his defense. He had 4 steals in that game.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
The Jazz shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
2 shots.
That free throw, no good. And he's good on the second. Rockets trail by 3. Now, Olynyk. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. And the rejection by Noel. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Miles. Utah with the rebound. Noel's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Peyton looking around. Pass to Noel. He kicks to Bridges. And the foul called on Nerlens Noel. That's foul number 2 for him. The Rockets making the switch here. Capella's checked in. Rockets trail by 3. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Harden outside. Good on the 13-footer. Harden's got 10 points.
He played a very solid first quarter, and now he's taking it up a notch here in the second.
And James Harden, last season's MVP, the runner-up in 2015, actually won the players' vote for MVP that season. But last season, he took home the official hardware.
And with James Harden winning the MVP in 2018, Russell Westbrook in 2017, Kevin Durant in 2014, you think a few what-ifs right now in Oklahoma City?
A few, more than that, Kevin. I mean, probably tough for them all to win MVP playing on one team. A good shot at a different trophy, though, maybe the one that starts with the name of Larry.
Wagner, he's checked in for Utah. Leaf comes in for Patrick Patterson. Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for the Rockets.
And once he gets into a groove like that, you can just count.
Harden outside. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And James Harden was crowned MVP after last season. Greg, hard to argue with that selection.
Harden has had a case to win an MVP award for several years now. Finally was able to be the clear choice this past season. Another great line on what is shaping up to be a Hall-worthy resume.
Joe Johnson, he's checked in for C.J. Miles.
The night Harden put up 60 points and had a triple-double, that was so amazing. I got to mention that's incredible.
Leaf passes to Wagner. He can't hit that time.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Stripped away. Here's Bridges, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
Yeah, guys. I mean, in a close game like this, that can really get a team rolling.
To the paint, and the dunk by Capella.
And sometimes all you got to do is lob it Capella's way. Often he takes care of the rest.
And that was an unleashed chaos moment. Indeed, what a spectacular play. Sponsored by Under Armour Hover Hammock. Bridges against Johnson. Bridges misses.
Look, you can't defend down low much better than that. Refuses to give him an easy path to the bucket.
Baseline try. It's rebounded by Payton.
I like the shot selection on that one, despite the miss.
Bridges against Johnson. Bridges shot. Good. Bridges has got 10 points in the quarter. Crawford kicks to Harden. Joe Johnston on the way. 1:53 left now here in the second. Jazz leading by 3. Simons, the pass to Bridges. Harden with the defensive effort. Houston's gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Here's Johnson, and good. Got the English that time as it falls.
And that jumper of Johnson is pure. I mean, doesn't pay the defense any mind, even when they're right up on it.
Stolen by Harden. Crawford up top. There's the dish to Olynyk. They now take the lead. Olynyk's got his 3rd basket of the night. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Utah calls timeout.
Yeah, you can sense he wasn't happy with how things are going here. Probably looking to change it up a bit.
Well, you have to review your matchups, make sure you're maximizing the potential of each one.
Bayless is checked in for Utah. And a change for the Rockets. Len's checked in. Payton against Crawford. The offensive rebound, and Clint Capella is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Eric Gordon, he's checked in for Houston. Bridges against Johnson. The Jazz have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8. And he knocks down the first one. He's off on the second.
Boy, they would have loved to grab the lead there, but you can't make them all.
On the wing, Johnson. Good on the shot. Johnson's got 4 points this quarter.
I love the advantage he has from a speed standpoint. Does a great job of creating separation for that shot.
Leave kicks to Bayless. The pass to Bridges. 30 seconds left in the first half of the game. Clock at 6. Lets it go with the 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Bridges has got 21 in the game.
He's taking over the game. Their lead's going to get even bigger if he keeps this up.
And here's Crawford. Right side, Gordon. There's the 3. And no good that time. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the 3rd quarter of action following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
We welcome you back. Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Quite the tussle. Utah found themselves in a close game in the first. At the end of the period, they held a 2-point lead. They were outscored by just a bit in the second quarter as they go into the break now holding just a 1-point advantage. And Kenny, what'd you see out there from the Jazz? They obviously... Wow. And that should do it with the second half about...
got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. What a game we're seeing from the... Bridges.
Yeah, he's really been catching the defense off guard so far here in this game, racking up a bunch of trips to the line.
Well, and a few times he's done a good job of initiating contact, yet getting the foul call on the defender.
They've got Patrick Patterson. He's out there with Nerlens Noel. Bridges out there with Elfrid Payton. And it's Simons in at the 2 guard. That's the group starting the second half for Quinn Snyder. And so Payton will bring it up for Utah. It's a 1-point game. Inside. And Capella sends it back.
It seems to improve his shot blocking every year. I mean, Capella is outstanding at using his length to swat away shots.
Payton kicks to Noel. Nice ball movement by Utah. 4 on the clock. Launches a 3. Harden grabs the miss. Harden's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Looking to end his cold spell. Good. Harden's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for Houston.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Payton kicks to Noel. Dishes to Bridges. Puts it up from 12. That's a basket. His 8th from the field, 8 of 14. Third quarter, guys, and this has been a neck-and-neck game.
Both teams getting it done defensively, as evidenced by the 8 lead changes thus far.
Miles against Bridges. Back to Beverly. Tries a 3. He can't get it to go. The Jazz go the other way with it. Bridges with it. He's got 23. Pass to Simons. Here's Patterson. Drills it from outside. And now a 4-point Utah lead.
Well, that's a shot they'll be happy with on every trip, no matter who's taking it.
Harden kicks to Capella. Over in the corner, Beverly. And out of bounds as Utah gains possession. We've got a moment here. Let's now see who the league's top scorers are. James Harden is second.
And his contribution to his team offensively cannot be understated. He is always leading the way for them with his ability to put up points.
Here's Simons, guarded by Harden. Simons, the pass to Noel, uses the glass to finish the layup.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. And Olynyk kicks to Capella, passes it to Harden. Off the run, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
And that's just tremendous dribbling from Harden. I mean, he has the ball on the string, the handles, weaving around any defender in his way.
Payton finds Noel. Here's Bridges. It's deflected. Now, here is Harden. He's got 16. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Can't hit from 12.
Look, it would be a huge boost for them if he could start knocking these down.
Payton against Beverly. Payton passes to Patterson. Payton outside. Shot clock at 6. Fires the 3. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got 8 rebounds in this game. And the wide open shot from Miles. And the 3 off target. Payton outside. And there's a foul. It goes on C.J. Miles. That'll be his second foul of the game. Anderson, he's checked in for Clint Capella. Here's Patterson. He has 6. 5 to shoot. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. Another miss by Utah.
Can't quite find his three-point touch in the second half yet. He had 2 in the first half, but still none since the break.
Sinks the three-pointer.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
Payton kicks to Noel. Back to Payton. The Rockets pull it in. Olynyk got 6 rebounds now in the game. Pass to Harden. Anderson dishes to Harden. The jumper's good from inside 6 feet. Harden's got 21 in the game.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Here's Simons. And no good. The tri-spell continuing for him. Beverly against Payton. Beverly finds Anderson. The three-pointer off the mark. Utah has gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Payton passes to Patterson. But they recover it. Tries again. Nice jump shot. Good. Patterson's got 5 points now this quarter. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's going to nail my.
Here's Miles. Yes! And the foul.
That's good.
Mikal Bridges picks one up.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
The Rockets have shot the ball well from the free throw line, 8 of 9.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
Wagner, he's checked in for the Jazz. Bayless comes in for Elfrid Payton. Alex Len's checked in for Houston. Gordon comes in for Patrick Beverly. Miles against Bridges. To the inside, Wagner, and he jams it with authority.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run for him there.
Well, I know he's not the #1 priority for the defense, but they still got to give him some attention, guys.
Gordon kicks to Harden. Battles through traffic and lays it in. Harden's got 11 points here in just the second half.
This is an amazing run he's on. It's like he's been the only guy on the floor this quarter.
And the pass to Noel. Down low. Simons, the pass to Noel. Out to the right wing. Bayless from long range. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for Houston. The lead is 2. Their next game is at the American Airlines Center in Dallas for a game with the Mavericks. That'll be the last game of their very short 3-game road tour. And the Rockets making a change here. Johnson's checked in. Now here's Gordon, guarded closely. Just 5 on the clock. Tipped away. In the corner. Harden. That 3 off the mark.
And look, if he can start turning some of these misses into makes, their lead is going to take a big jump.
Now Bayless. 6 points for him. Over Anderson. Off the left rim and out.
Boy, he has been cold for a while now.
And it's sad because the team relies on him to be a threat offensively. When he's rolling, that makes them a much more dynamic offense.
Harden finds Gordon. Count that one.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for the Rockets. Rockets have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances.
Oh, he's a top-tier shooter. Gordon, he's a former Sixth Man of the Year winner who plays his role to perfection.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
A nice shot by Simons. Simons has got 8 points.
And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from scoring.
Crawford up top. Bayless covering. Crawford's shot is good.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And the Jazz call time here. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Here's Wagner, defended by Anderson. Bayless from long range. Len grabs the board. Len's got his 8th rebound here tonight. In the corner, it's Crawford. Shoots over Bayless. Crawford, no luck.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Jazz passing it around. Bridges kicks to Noel. Pass to Bayless. Lets the 3 fly. It's good from long range. 9 points in the game so far.
The D with some heavy feet out there. I mean, they're too slow to rotate. Nobody communicating. They can't make threes that easy for them.
Here's Crawford. Got a piece of it. With a tie, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Joe Johnson picks one up. The Jazz have shot 8 of 10 from the line. That's an even 80% free throw shooting here.
2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Patterson, he's checked in for Wagner. James Harden, he's checked in for Houston. That one drops. He ties it up. Rockets are gone 8 of 16 in the third quarter to put their second half shooting percentage right at 50%. Kicks it to Gordon. Back to Harden. Shoots over Bayless. Another miss by Houston.
Yeah, that's just poor decision-making. He's got to be better in those situations.
I'd love to hear his explanation of coach right there. I mean, that should be an interesting conversation.
Noel passes to Bridges. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And a chance now to look at the schedule for Houston. On Saturday, they continue the road trip, heading out to Dallas to take on the Mavericks. And then on Tuesday, they'll tip off a homestand, starting with the Portland Trail Blazers.
And for the matchup with the Lakers, it's going to be a bit of a measuring stick for them. See just how they stack up with a team that most would feel has the edge.
And so he's able to get 1 of 2.
Yeah, that's a big miss right there. Now only a 1-point lead.
Simons, the pass to Bridges. Tough break there, shot after shot. They couldn't get anything to fall. For 3, Gordon. And it's Noel with the rebound. Noel's got 15 rebounds here tonight. Pass to Simons. He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
Number 24.
And he can't get the first one. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Anderson. And he's good on the second. Here is Harden. He's got 23. 1:11 left to play in the third. Here's Simons. He's got 9. Bayless the pass to Bridges. To the inside. Simons. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And if you're wondering where the points are coming from here tonight, here's a breakdown in the scoring between the front court and back court tonight for Utah.
And it's been guard play, which really has shouldered the burden offensively here. They'd like a bit more production from the front court, but in the meantime, this back court has kept them in the game.
Both good from the line that time. 51 seconds left to play here in the third. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
One kicks to Harden.
Love how Harden attacks the basket when he's close by. Just relentless in finding ways to get himself to the line.
For Houston, they have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them.
2 shots.
Free throw good. James Harden. Harden hits them both.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Would be the right move, I believe, right now.
Here's Bayless. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Land's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Johnson surveying the floor. He dishes it to Harden. Pocket 6. And stolen by Patterson. Bayless finds Patterson. Here's Bridges. 1 second left. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Jazz out in front, up 2. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
I mean, well, if you're the coaching staff, I mean, you're pumped up. This highlight will not only make it on the TV, it'll make it into the film session tomorrow.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Fourth quarter on the court for the Rockets. Harden and Gordon, the guard tandem. Clint Capella is out there with Johnson, and it's Land in at the center position.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
Rockets trail by 4. Harden kicks to Gordon. Stolen by Bates. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. He feeds it to Payton. That's good, and so Bayless with the assist. Payton's got the lead up to 6 now for Utah.
Man, bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
Down low, and stolen by Noel. Bridges dishes to Payton. He kicks it to Bridges. Here's Noel. Good work defensively by Capella.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Pass to Gordon. Capella finds Gordon. Here's Len. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Noel. Kelly Olynyk checked in for Houston. Patrick Beverly comes in for James Harden. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. And it's Beverly missing.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Bridges kicks to Payton. Nice ball movement by Utah. Bridges passes to Patterson. Pocket 6. Bayless from long range. Another shot. And Noel lays it up and in.
Works that one inside nicely.
That's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for the Rockets. Looking to get on the board here in the fourth still. Johnson outside. The pass to Olenek. The three. The Rockets with another miss. Jazz leading by 8. And Bayless kicks to Bridges. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Pass to Gordon. Over Patterson. Offensive rebound.
I mean, and really, major props to Capella for reading shot angles so well. His timing on these putback slams couldn't be any better.
For Utah, they've gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Payton passes to Bridges. And too long on the shot.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point.
Beverly dishes to Gordon. Lays it up and banks it in. And now it's just a 4-point Utah lead.
He is showing how effective he can be. It's crucial that Gordon plays with confidence close to the bucket.
Payton against Beverly. Floats one. The Rockets pull it in. Capella's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Passes it to Beverly. Back to Gordon. Feeds it to Beverly. Rocket 2. Takes a shot at the elbow. Here's Capella. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
Terrific at catching in there at the basket. I mean, his hands are great. Capella uses that size to his advantage.
Utah calls timeout.
And he could tell his guys starting to wear down a little bit. Call time to just let them get their legs back under them.
Houston making a switch. Miles has checked in. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, during the last break, I heard Quinn Snyder talking with his team. He told them, look, fellas, this is what we're capable of when you come together as one. I knew you had it in you, just like I know we're going to come out on top. Finish this game.
He continues to be their go-to guy. If they close this game out, his stamp will be all over this game.
Beverly finds Capella. Back to Beverly. Bridges against Olenek. And it's Noel with the rebound.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
And stolen by Gordon. Capella, high post. Beverly, the pass to Gordon. Back to Beverly. With the teardrop, he takes it up and lays it in.
And Kevin, when Beverly gets these shots inside, he's just remarkably efficient. He just has tremendous touch on these shots.
Now here's Bayless, defended by Gordon. And Bayless kicks to Bridges. Pass to Noel. Out to the right wing. And there's the pass to Bridges. There's Bayless with the three. It's rebounded by Houston. Capella's. Miles, that's for 2. And it comes off the front of the rim.
Low percentage look on that one. Not sure what he was thinking.
Sometimes you get a little outside of yourself. You have to be a little more disciplined.
Pass to Beverly. To tie it up. Utah with the rebound.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Bridges against Myers. Payton kicks to Noel. Bridges passes to Bayless. Capella sends it back. Outside Gordon. Out left to the wing. Beverly finds Capella. Now here's Gordon. Olynyk inside. Bayless covering. And the basket by Olynyk.
Oh, I love that aggressiveness from Olynyk. I mean, he can create his own offense. I mean, we all know that, but that time with a little cleanup work.
Payton against Mine. Payton passes to Bridges, and it's good. 2 points. Bridges has got 6 here in this quarter.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
And Beverly kicks to Capella. For 3, Gordon, and he's good on the 3 ball.
Aaron Gordon has always been a lethal perimeter shooter. When he gets a clean look, he doesn't hesitate pulling the trigger.
And here is Payton. In the corner, it's Patterson. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. Payton's got his 4th assist in this one.
And that's how you answer back.
Trading bombs the last 2 possessions. They're going that way now.
Everly with the ball. Now Payton defending. Shoots over Patterson. And it's Gordon missing.
You know what? Those are shots you just hate to miss when you get those kinds of bunnies on a possession.
Payton against Beverly. And Patterson kicks to Payton. With the teardrop, and Capella sends it back. Everly with the ball. Here's the dish to Gordon. To the paint. Outside for Miles. No good on the 3.
Not his best day from 3-point range. I mean, just one in the first half and still looking for his first here in half number 2.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
Everly with the ball. Now Payton defending. From deep. Here's Capella. And no good that time. And Utah the other way now. Now here's Bayless. Here's Payton. The shot from the low post is good. And now a 7-point Jazz lead. Houston's gone into a funk from downtown in the 4th. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Beverly looking around. Kicks it to Capella. Outside Gordon. Over Noel. And the basket by Gordon. Gordon's got 10 points here in the second half.
Well, come on, he's a fearless scorer. Gordon has plenty of experience nailing these type of shots.
And the Jazz call time here. And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Mikal Bridges.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
The Rockets making a switch here. Harden's checked in. Here's Simons, guarded by Harden. Passes it to Noel. Out to the right wing. Here's Payton. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got his 18th rebound here tonight. All over the place. Harden outside. Rebound, Utah. Noel's got his 20th rebound here tonight. Saw that coming. Simons, the pass to Bayless. Nice ball movement by Utah. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Jazz trail by 5. Harden outside. It's Miles on the wing. They grab their own miss.
Showing why he wants to take on more responsibility, Kev. I mean, Capella's competitiveness in these big moments, admirable.
Here's Simons, guarded by Harden. Simons, the pass to Noel. Dishes it to Patterson. And Kelly Olynyk is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. There's 48 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Simons, the pass to Noel. 6 to shoot. Here's Payton.
He doesn't have elite strength or reach for the center position. I mean, but Olynyk has light feet. I like to see him competing defensively.
A floater, count it, and that shot brings them to within just 1.
Now, that is cold-blooded.
Well, we want people to tune in, don't we? This is what they're tuning into. Big moments.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Here's Simons, guarded by Harden. Here's Simons. It's in! Timeout called for Rockets.
Wow.
They're behind by 3. 5 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
And with this much time, they should be able to draw up a play and get themselves a decent look from the three-point line. Still, the D is going to be waiting for it in a contested 3. Never an easy shot.
Seconds left to play here in the fourth. The 3 from Harden. On target from downtown.
And extending the D there, putting a lot of pressure on the shooter.
Yeah, because you're spread out. It can be difficult to contest these shots, but not for him.
And so it's Utah, who scraped by with